Hello. Hello, Darkleaf. Hello, Lemon. Hello, Ghost. Hello, Agnolia. Hello, Sam. Hello, Bones. I am back. I'm a little late today, sorry. I got distracted. Hey, Pasta. Hey, Crystal. I'm gonna try to finalize, I want to try to finalize at least this Power of 3 enamel pin today, because I want to try to get that one done before Atlanta to see if I can't get into the if I can't get some in by the convention. Clear Sky, yeah, this one's Clear Sky and Grey Wing. These are ideas. And then this one's Twig Kit and Violet Kit. This one's Moonpaw and Morning Kit. So if you don't know what an enamel pin is, they look like this. Let me find one that's like a hard enamel and not soft enamel. Well, this one's the cat one. That one's not exactly what I'm looking for, though. Oh, okay. I have one of these. So this is like what an enamel pin is. So the outline is like metal and like shiny. And then the interior is enamel paint or something. I think that's why it's called enamel. I'm pretty sure that it's metal and then the enamel is actually the paint. It's like a type of paint. So I'm designing... I think I want like a darker metal though. I don't think I want gold. I haven't decided yet. But yeah. That's what an enamel pin looks like. I'll probably make them into stickers too though. But I want to do these 3 and then I'll do a Kickstarter and I'll kickstart some other designs. Firestar and Scourge, yeah, somebody has recommended that. I think I will maybe do that one as like I probably will. I wanted to do Rusty and Princess, but I feel like Firestar, you could get away with having them in 2. Because Rusty and Princess would be like their kittens, but the Scourge and Firestar one would be like when they're older, so... But yes, Firestar and Scourge is on the list of ideas to do. These were just ones that I was designing before I went on vacation. I went to New York City. I couldn't tell you guys because it was a surprise. It was a surprise. This was for a surprise birthday party. But I am back. Firestar's greed sickens me. Ugh. Pathetic. Does his greed know no bounds? Okay, how square is this design? Not too bad. I'm trying to decide if I want to keep the line art this thick, or I definitely want the outer edge to be thicker than the inner edge. So we'll see, we'll see. You got a shield now instead of a wrench. You kind of want the wrench back. I don't know if I can make that happen. The 2 in the top left. This one? These ones? This is a Violet Kit and Twig Kit with their red feather. This was like the last one. This was like a very quick sketch. I feel like this one would be very obvious if it was colored in. From a 1 to a 10, how square is this? I think I have to, I just have to keep that in mind, like her tail. I might want to move her tail to be like up this way just to keep it a little bit more square. Because I think when you send it to the manufacturers, they, well, if I did that, then Jay Feather's tail is kind of, I might have to modify that a little bit. I don't know. I like how it flows here, so I don't think I'm going to change it. Lightning tail and acorn fur. Yeah, I have on my list, I have lightning tail and thunder as an option, which I think we did sketch. We were like sketching a bunch of random ones. Oh yeah, I was trying to figure out a sketch for them. Oh, this was crooked and oak. This was something else. Yeah, I was trying to think of like how to work a thunder and lightning tail one. Because you guys know. Oh no, the frames, the frames. Please come back, come back. It's okay, it should even out. I think I'm gonna change the color. Okay. Let me make this movie a little bit bigger. Let me get Jay Feather up here. 5th book on Dawn of the Clans after finally giving and reading it, and I'm amazed. It's amazing. I love Starflower. Oh, I'm glad to hear it. I think that the 5th book and the 6th book are like overall kind of weak, but the end of the 6th book is really good. I mean, the 6th book is definitely the weakest out of all of Dawn of the Clans, but the end chapter is just so good that it kind of makes me forget how much of a slog it is to get through the rest of the book. Falling Feather Jackdaw's Cry. It's on my list. It's on my list for sure. I think it would go really hard. And honestly, I think that the Jackdaw's Cry Falling Feather one might be really popular with like people that don't know what Warrior Cats is. Because it's just going to be like a white and a black cat, basically. So it's definitely on my list. Yeah, the yin yang cats. Exactly. I think that it would actually be a pretty popular design. It's kind of like how my Moonpool is really popular with like people that don't know what Warrior Cats is. I think it's my most popular print for people that clearly don't really understand that it's from a book and they just like the vibes of it. But yeah, I would like to do a Thunder and Lightning Tail one. Sorry, Acorn Fur. Finally finished Omen of the Stars. Some stuff, like the Final War and the Cinderheart Pelt stuff, was eh. Yeah. I feel like Omen of the Stars is... It's probably hyped up a little bit too much nowadays. Hey, Amber. Blue Star and Snowfur. I can show you. Do you guys want to see my list of like possible ones we were talking about? I didn't know how many of you guys have been here lately. Also, hello everybody. Hello, hello. Also, I haven't streamed for a week, so I might be a little bit all over the place. I didn't do any drawing last week. I was on hiatus. Thank goodness. I really needed a break. But now I really want to try to get this enamel pin design done today so I can talk to my friend about it this weekend and see if I can't get it sent to the manufacturer and get it before May. You guys want to see it? Okay, hold on. It shouldn't take that long. It is just a Google Doc. So these aren't in any specific order. I did hear about the thing going on with Anime Una. I was privy to that. Yeah, I got a little distracted. I was watching a different stream. It was. I went to New York City with my sister, hung out with lots of people. It was really chill. I know, yeah. The anime thing, yeah, I was livid. I was talking to my sister about it, and she's like, she didn't understand. The quickest, I was surprised that they, like, decided to 180 it. It's because their stock dropped. That's the only reason, I'm convinced. That company only cares about their bottom line. Okay. Here is my initial list. Like I said, they're not in any order. The only ones that are in order are these three. So if I did a Kickstarter, this would be the three. These would be the three designs that I would start it with. But none of these other ones are in any order. I can explain the anime thing after this. So we've got Greywing and Clear Sky, Stormfur and Feathertail. I think if they have stars next to them, I definitely want to do them. Some of them are just like, we were just kind of throwing slime at the wall and seeing what sticks. Brambleclaw and Tawny Pelt, Alderheart and Spark Pelt, Violet and Twig, Rusty and Princess, and then I have Bracken, Thorn, Cinder, and Bright. I would like to do... This one will be interesting if I can actually pull it off, because I think it's the only 4-person one in this whole thing. This one's Shadowsight, Lightleap, Pounce Step, Tigerheart, Dawn, Pelt, Flametail, Hawk, Moth, and Tadpole, Bluefur and Snowfur, Crooked Star and Oakheart, Strikestone, Juniper Claw, Sleek Whisker, Moonpaw, Morning Kit. I mean, I would want Brackenfur in there, Crystal. And also, I genuinely think that Bracken and Cinder's, like, sibling relationship is more on screen than any of these other ones. I'm gonna be real. Like, if I shrunk it down, I would probably just do Bracken and Cinder. I know that Brightheart kind of has a moment with Cinderpelt in her graphic novel, but... Jackdaw's Cry and Falling Feather. Yeah, I don't feel like I genuinely just don't feel like Brightheart and Thornclaw have any, like, sibling moments. I think I would want to maybe do them all together, maybe as kittens or something, to, like, really simplify them up. Misty, Foot, Stonefur, and Moss Kit. I might shrink this to just Misty and Stone. Thunder and Lightning Tail. The crossed out ones were ones that I don't know if I'll do them or not. I don't think that they're that interesting, you know? Okay, Sunstar. That one's a headcanon. There's Nightheart and Finch. Pebbleheart, Sparrowfur, and Owl Eyes. Cinderheart, Poppy, Frost, and Honeyfern. Then I kind of crossed out a couple. I mean, if the Kickstarter actually made enough money to get some of these done, I will put them on there. Thistleclaw, Rosetail, and Sweetpaw. Willow Breeze and Greypool. This is Willow Pelt, Redtail, and Spotted Leaf. This is Mudclaw and Torn Ear. Nightstar and Clawface. Dust Muzzle and Mothlight. Honestly, I probably will cross these out. Tall Shadow and Moon Shadow. This one would be hard to make interesting, I think. I could put some symbolism in it and make it interesting, but I'd have to figure out how to make 2 black cats look interesting. Hey, Anna. But we're doing J-Feather. We're doing the Power 3. The Power 3 is going to be done. Everyone's always asking me for like Hollyleaf J-Feather merch. So, especially Hollyleaf. Everyone always asks me if I have anything with Hollyleaf on it. So I'll have the quarry and I'll have this pin, hopefully. And if I don't have the pin, I'll have the sticker at least. Poor Lionblaze. No one ever really asked for Lionblaze on his own. I have had people just buy like a Lionblaze, or I have a combo button that's like Lion Paw and Heather Paw, and they're playing in the tunnels. People will usually buy sometimes. I almost feel like I want to... I have no idea if that's going to be... I'll try it. I'm going to send these to my Enamel pin buddy and see what they think about the level of detail after this stream. But yeah, the Adobe Animate thing was crazy. I remember being really pissed about it. And then I went out for dinner, and at dinner, they announced that it was going to be reversed, and I was like, good. Because all my old boards are in Animate. Like, all of my Sing of the Moon stuff is in Animate. All my little pistol boards, like, were done in Animate. All of my old Warriors projects, they're all still FLA files, which you can only open in Animate. Going back to my roots. I was thinking of switching. I feel like if I was gonna switch... See, the thing about Animate is that it's part of the Adobe Creative Cloud, which is overall way cheaper than me buying Toon Boom on my own Harmony as like a freelance person. Like, Toon Boom is just so... I'm like price locked out of Toon Boom. Like, I'm not paying $170 a month to animate for one program when most of my animation projects I do are not making me money. I like do mostly freelance, like volunteer animation. So the fact that I can have Adobe Animate for $70 a month, and also like After Effects and Photoshop, what I'm using right now, and Premiere and Audition and Illustrator and InDesign, it's just more cost effective for me to use Animate as a freelance person. Honestly, Amber, I was thinking about trying out Moho. But the only thing about it is that, so the thing I like about Animate, I do my roughs in Animate. In case you guys didn't know how I've been animating for the past couple of years, I do my roughs in Animate and then I clean up in Clip Studio Paint, because I like the cleanup bitmap looks. But I like to do my roughs in Vector so that I don't lose quality as I'm adjusting things. But Moho I don't think has... I think it's all bitmap. So, like, the only other alternative to, like, roughing in Vector is Toon Boom Harmony. And for a freelance person, it is $170 a month for a single program. You don't even get Storyboard Pro with it. That's like how much I pay to insure myself from all diseases. But it's a single program to animate stupid cats in. $170. You heard me. So I assume it's Vector? Okay. Yeah, I was honestly thinking about moving to Moho. I mean, Moho is offering that discount. $300 for a perpetual license. I can swing that. If it's just a one-time thing. Time to go back to Flip. Alright, guys. Catch you later in pencil. $300 is my rent. Exactly. Well, that's a single thing, though. You can save up money for it. Now imagine if you were paying that every single month. I know, that's what I was also thinking, but I'm pretty sure Agnolia... Wait. You have rent? What are my plans for these? I do want to make them into enamel pins. I'm planning on doing the power... So I'm going to be at FWA in May, and I'm hoping to debut at least the Power of 3 one. But I want to do a Kickstarter for a lot more designs than... the ones that I am planning on, like, really getting the groundwork for is the Squirrel Flight and Leaf Pool one, the Dove and Ivy one, and then the Power of 3 one. Okay, I don't like that. I need to flip him. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I was pretty sure that you're still in high school. Like, you're senior. I'm like, your parents are making you pay rent? Crazy. Oh, thanks. But yeah, I want to do more designs than just these three. I want to do a Kickstarter for them, so... I'm hoping to debut at least one and then do a Kickstarter for other designs. I also like enamel pins. Oh, you're out of high school. Congrats, Agnolia. On YouTube? Yeah. I mean, I'll definitely announce it on streams and stuff. Yeah, I'll probably do a YouTube community post about it. I need to actually get Sing in the Moon done. Then I'll feel like... I would feel awkward coming back to YouTube, like, making my first video, and it's just, like, an advertisement for, like, a Kickstarter. If I can get Sing of the Moon done, I'll feel more comfortable just, like, doing random videos. But I'll definitely do a community post, and I'll definitely, like, tell stream when it's happening. See ya, Sam. The Frost On. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I listened to the song again. I need to work on it. I need to move his face. Like that way, I think. Is it the Homestuck song? The Frost on map? No. The Homestuck song is a Grey Wing idea. It's like an experimental thing. Puddle shine. Hopefully I don't keep dropping frames. I kind of forgot that this was happening before I left. I'll restart the whole router after stream and then hopefully that'll fix it. Actually, I think... Let me look at what this looks like. I want to move this over just a smidge. I'm wondering if I should do this as well. I think I want to move the whole face over a little. Hate learning a program? Yeah. I'm not actually going to get around to trying. I feel like... So that's what usually happens, like with PMVs that I do. It's usually me trying to figure out the program. So Little Pistol came about because I was trying to figure out Premiere. Rolling Thunder came around because I was trying to figure out After Effects. And Sing of the Moon started because I was trying to figure out Clip Studio Paint. So every time I do a PMV, it's because I was trying to figure out a new program. So you just gotta come up with a PMV, Amber. That's a way to do it. That's the way to do it. Do not mock me. I'm trying to think if I want this to be like... Yeah, I guess I do want it to be more round. I think what I have going is okay. Hey, Hollyleaf. I haven't decided if I want... we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I should think about how many colors I'm using. I haven't really decided yet. I feel like these are just going to be expensive enamel pens. Unfortunately, but I'm going to try to keep the cost minimum. Which means I am not sure what I'm going to do. Okay, so the ear right here. I kind of want this. Hey, Ren. Is there going to be a hawk, moth, and tadpole? It is on the list. Yes. They're on the list. Feather, Tail, and Stormfur are on the list. Who else? Crooked Star and Oakheart are on the list. Misty, Foot, Stonefur, and possibly Mosskit are on the list. Willow Breeze and Greypool are on the list. Those are the River Clan cats. Hey, Ren. Well, I haven't streamed in like a week, so I've also been quote-unquote dead. Okay, not old Lionblaze. We want young. Why not Lion Paw? I guess I'll do that one. Gone for like a month? Where'd you go? Was it all just school and stuff? Yeah, I think I'm gonna make his nose black. Do you think Cinderheart likes her husband more with or without facial? I don't think she likes it. Being sick, snowed in, and then school starting up. Shave his stash. I'm pretty sure that Lionblaze is literally growing his mustache in some secret competition that happens at the gatherings between him and Breezepelt. To see who can have the most luxurious facial hair. I'm like 95% sure that's canon. It was in the Elder's Quest. Definitely believe me. I tell no lies. Oklahoma got snowed in? Or did you guys just get ice? We're in. I'm drilling in Find Con. I used WaniKani. It's very helpful. I used WaniKani before I took college classes to learn kanji. It is very helpful. Ganbatta ne. Ice and snow. Oh. Single digits for like a week. Is that not normal in Oklahoma? I guess Oklahoma is right above Texas. I always kind of assumed Oklahoma got some snow. Okay. I have his... I'm trying to decide whether I want to go more rounded on his ear tufts. I had them sketched, but he does have points to his... I'll point up his ear tufts and his little eyebrow markings. It's not super often because the weather is so bipolar. Okay, okay. Yeah, it like hit the rock. It was like over the plains. Here we got about 12 inches, I think. In maybe like 15 to 12. I don't know. After you get a foot of snow, you kind of stop counting. Because it's just annoying at that point. I'm gonna push down this ear a little bit, I think. New York got a little bit more than us. Coffee. I got some good coffee beans in New York. It was so disappointing. No. Snow that like coats the ground, makes everything white and pretty, but doesn't like affect driving. That's the best type of snow. Not so much that the door got buried. Yeah. It's enough that it'll stay on the ground for like quite a few weeks. Children's book for class. Ooh. Good luck, good luck. I think I did a children's book for class once. It was, I used my pet, I used one of my pets as like the main character. I don't remember what it was about. I feel like it was about like college. Clouded Frost real. Okay. Get that paw going. Any amount of snow affects driving down here. Oh, yeah. If you don't have the infrastructure to get rid of it, it doesn't really... Yeah, that's true, that's true. We had an assignment in one of my classes to make a basic pitch. That's fun. Into the land of the unicorns. I've never heard of that. Is his back legs also dark? I would assume they're both. Yeah, he has dark paw pads. But then I believe I modified him to have light tufts of ears. Lately. Commissions this weekend? I probably will. I have a baby shower on Saturday, so I will be free on Sunday. This week will be Sunday. I think there's 1 week this month, and I can't remember if it's the week. I'll tell you guys, but I'm gonna be doing something on that Sunday, so I'm gonna have to do a commission stream on Saturday instead. But I don't think... It's not this week. It's not this weekend. A few cats that way. I feel like I did them for the headshot poster specifically because... Since it was just their head. It made him look more interesting, so I don't know. Yeah. Not the baby showers. Oh, it's for family members, so it'll be fun. It'll be fine. Couple of symmetrical headshots. Okay. Y'all could solidify some slats. I did okay if I can. No worries. Watch more Warriors maps with me on my birthday. Yeah, it's your birthday. They can't say no on your birthday. This is a well-known fact. Friends have to be subjected to anything that you want to show them on your YouTube recommended page on your birthday. All your money on Gamba? I don't know if I can recommend this. I cannot condone. Whole episode of Total Drama World Tour at my birthday party. Well, I spent 6 hours watching maps on my birthday this year. I don't know. I was planning. It was pretty fun. Were any of you guys there? I thought that was a pretty fun time. What do you guys think? I think we'll do it again. Trying to decide whether... I think I just want the eyes. Other than J feathers? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Like an egomaniac. Trying to think of what we didn't get to. We didn't get to a lot of maps. Well, I haven't watched the Young Again or whatever that just came out. The Apprentice map or something. I'll try to sprinkle like oldies and newies in there like I did. Have some friends recommend things to me. Godzilla movies on my 18th birthday. As a friend, it is your duty to watch whatever your other friend wants you to watch on their birthday. I don't make the rules, I simply follow them. How do I want this other eye to go? Let me flip it again. Not vertically. Oh my goodness. Horizontally, please. I don't remember what we watched. I might have to rewatch that VOD and see what it is we watched to like not watch the same thing over again. But at the same time, it has been a year since I watched all of those. Let's see. Something like that, I think. Kind of just keep pushing it back until it feels good, I think. I think that feels okay. Watched Transformers and the My Little Pony movie. Nice. I don't usually watch things with friends on my birthday. I think I usually just go out to eat with people. Haven't had friends around for your birthday in years. Aw. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't usually celebrate my birthday around my birthday. It's just kind of like whenever I happen to see my friends and it's kind of like been like within the month. I usually just make that my birthday excuse to like go out and eat whatever restaurant I want. I wanted to force myself to have a birthday party. Yeah, I don't know. Usually, I'm okay without a birthday party. I've kind of always been like that. Okay, what's happening? Why are we stuck on the rotation tool? I like his eyebrow going like that. Like going off. I don't want it to look evil, but I do like the little expression it gives him. See ya, Amber. Thanks for stopping in. Always good to see ya. Black eyebrows look good. I feel like a skill that I learned in Photoshop. No, in Animate. I don't know. These eyebrows are struggling. Okay, let's flip it again. First few books of the new arc. So I'm so excited for the next book. You hope Crowfeather is okay. I am not sure. I feel like, I don't know. In my personal opinion, I don't know why they would leave something like that on a cliffhanger if he's just not okay. Personally. But Warrior Cats has never ceases to amaze me. I feel like most of the time, I don't know. Chasing Shadows comes out at the end of March. I have no idea. I haven't really been keeping up for the last week. Let me double check. It comes out on the 31st of March, so the last day of March. That 3-chapter sneak peek? Yeah, also he tells something about... Doesn't Crowfeather get, like, told something by Feathertail? So I feel like... Well, I don't know. Maybe he's gonna be a ghost and, like, Starling Paul will be able to see him or something. I don't know. Who freaking knows anymore, man? Hey, Ivy. It feels very odd if they're going to start the next book. Oh man, Crowfeather's dead. Okay, anyway. Yeah, that's how it feels like to me. Like, every time that we've ended on a cliffhanger of, oh my gosh, this cat might be dead. They're not dead. Like, think Shadow Paw or Shadow Sight and think Frost Paw. Now, Crowfeather's not a main character, but... actually, I don't really like that. I think I'm going to just simplify the eye on that side. I'm just going to simplify this all down to, like, B1. Honestly, I think that just kind of reads a little better. Do I want to make his maybe a little bit bigger? How am I? I am okay, Caps first. I hope you're okay. Would it be okay if I just read Arc 9 right now just to catch up? Or do I have to read the previous arcs for an understanding of what's going to happen? So I can't really help you other than saying that I would recommend reading the first arc first. There are people that start, like, at random arcs and seem to do fine overall. There's a lot of recap that happens in Warriors. I would say the newer arcs are very kind of like not friendly to start with though, because the cast is so big and they're assuming you know a lot about certain characters already. But like I said, there are people that start on random arcs and they do end up being able to follow and enjoy it, so it's up to you. I don't think this new arc is anything special though. So it's kind of becoming, it's not anything to write home about comparatively to other arcs. What even are the latest books? The last book I read was when Bramble decided to retire. So that's A Starless Clan, so you're only one arc behind. So A Starless Clan is the latest completed arc. The new arc is Changing Skies. And Changing Skies is 2 books right now. Didn't feel like I missed much. There's a lot of recapping that happens in Warrior Cats, so I do think that it's probably not as confusing as I would assume it to be to new readers. Okay, that's his other hand. I see, I see. What do you think the new Super Edition is going to be about? I could not tell you. I have no idea what they're planning. I'm assuming that Cat's Verse is talking about the one after Dark Tale's Judgment. Or maybe you are talking about Dark Tale's Judgment. I don't know. It could be about, I genuinely think that they should probably stick with making, like, villains' point of views. Oh my gosh, Photoshop, please. Can you work for, like, 5 seconds? An Adobe program? Are you gonna freeze on me? This is ridiculous. $70 a month, people. Plot relevant. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like plot relevant. I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up being like, I don't know. Photoshop. Fine. Be that way. Fine, I'll Control-Delete you. Ridiculous. Like to read more about Violet Shine? She's in A Vision of Shadows. Yeah, I would like it to be... I would love for them to do one about Splashtail. I mean, it would just be a recap book, or like Ashfur. Maybe they'll pick a new character. Breezepelt, Heathertail. Who knows? How did I do this before? I think I'm just gonna make his paw pad not show, because then I have to add the color of his paw pad, which doesn't sound very pleasing. To just add another color. A Frost on one. I feel like they probably wouldn't make one about her like this quickly after her. I could see them making like a Root Spring one. Or It's just like I don't really know what kind of story that they want to tell at this point, you know? I do think that it might be a plot relevant one. Like a Hairstar book. Like somebody, I don't remember who mentioned it, but like one that is like concurrent with the new series. I hate when they do that. I feel like Super Edition should never do that, but they love doing that. And the new editors love doing that. They did have a Misty Star one planned at one point, so I don't know, maybe we'll get a frickin' Misty Star one. We should get a Purdy one, for sure. A Breezepelt one? I could see them doing a Breezepelt one. He's a pretty popular character. His name on a book would sell. I could see them doing a J-Feather one, I'm gonna be real with you. The crowd goes mild. Yeah. Broken Star, Rowanstar, Hairstar, and iStar are the only Arc 1 and After leaders to not have their own books. I would love a Rowanstar book. I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably one of his biggest fans. I love how much he fails at everything he does. I feel like the Broken Star one, his story has been told over numerous other... I might... You know what? That's what I did on this. I think I am gonna just nix the brown spot on his thing just for readability. I might just do that too. How does he go from apparently hating her to being yeah, ask Vicky. Well, they also changed his gender just because they needed Tawny Pelt to have a mate too. So I genuinely don't think I think they picked Rowanclaw to be Tawny Pelt's mate just because they wanted her to have a mate and they picked it out of a hat. Essentially. So I wouldn't think about it too hard. When he was being mean to her, they didn't expect him to be mates. They didn't expect him to be mates. She could have had Cinder or Cedar Heart as well, I feel like. Just as easily. Trying to think if Hollyleaf is gonna... I guess she'll show up fine, because the enamel on her is not gonna be as shiny, so like her outline's gonna shine and the enamel will stay dark. Yeah, I would like a Dark Forest point of view. I do think that they could do a Dark Forest point of view with Ashfur. Because you could get a StarClan and a Dark Forest point of view, which would be pretty interesting. I think they could do a lot with that. I feel like I want to change maybe Hollyleaf's expression. I don't know. Maybe change your eyes. Snowtuff Silverhawk. See, I think they could do a really solid novella set with like Dark Forest backstories, and it would actually be fairly interesting. Everybody really likes the Maple Shade novella. Like, everyone kind of agrees that it's one of the better ones, so why wouldn't you just try to do... And there's no other set story. There's nothing you really have to, like, base off of, so you could be really creative with it. I think Silverhawk might have, like, the most... Oh, I got rid of her eyebrow. Or I got rid of her eyelashes, didn't I? I'm using, like, this one, how she had those really big eyelashes. I think I got rid of them. What did I do in the quarry? Does she have eyeliner again? Yeah, I gave her back her eyeliner. Give her back her sleigh. Sleigh queen. She was literally created for Arc 4. Shh, don't tell anyone that. Ignorance is sometimes bliss in the Warrior Cats fandom. Do I like the teardrop? I'm making soup tomorrow, you guys. I know most of you probably don't care, but I'm excited. Soup is very exciting. In the winter, soup is very exciting. It's just gonna be a beef and vegetable soup with some spices in it. Nice and hearty with some crackers. Ah. Chef's kiss. Is she like looking more straight on, or do you think I should? Kind of like it when it's at an angle like that. We're having soup tonight. Hey, Ferret. I said I would come back to streams after I read Stormplant's Folly, but now I don't really care. Fair enough. We kind of stopped talking about Stormplant's Folly, so you should be mostly safe, I think. See ya, Catsverse. Do Firestar and Princess get a pin? I do want to do a Rusty and Princess pin with them as little kittens. All cuddled up together with their little collars. I actually have no idea if I can make this pointy or not. Oh well. Because I think enamel pins have like rounded edges, but we'll see, we'll see. Okay, Rin. Yeah, good luck at work. I will save one for you. Somebody said they look like that meme that, I'm hue, I'm value, I'm saturation. I think that's what it is. I'm color, or whatever. I don't remember what the meme looks like, though. Am I just simplifying her hair? Let's see. You sent it. Thank you. Oh my god. They do like what the heck? They look exactly like them. The power of 3. What is this? Trickery. I'm trying to make her hair look more like what it is. My design process? I think there's actually like various design. Okay, here we go. So my first initial ones are like really rough sketches like this, where I kind of just like speed run a bunch of random sketches and like kind of see which ones speak to me. This was the original. So this was the original sketch I had for these guys. And then I'll start rendering in the details and it'll start to look like these. This one. Or this one. And then I'll start like cleaning it up. They have to look like pseudo vector, I think, for the company. So I'm using a very like, I'm not using my normal brush. I actually don't think I think I downloaded this brush specifically because it was like kind of a mock vector brush. But yeah. This is like the cleaned up sketch after. Like this, and then I'll clean it up a little bit more, like slap some colors on it. This is a little bit different than my other processes. I feel like I need to clean this up a lot since it's going to a company to get like mass produced. See, I kind of like the shape that I sketched it with. But I do like her hair. Her hair's always been kind of an enigma to me though. No, I kept it the same in this one. What's the Omen of the Stars poster look like? Where's the Omen of the Stars poster? Did I not? Do I not reblog those posters to this blog usually? Whatever, man. Okay. Get her back in there, the queen. Hey, Gruffy. I'm doing pretty good. I hope you're doing good. Just drawing warrior cats. Drawing warrior cats. Drawing warrior cats. Echo, echo, echo. It's Groundhog Day. Yeah, I did kind of design her to be looking like that old... Or she kind of has like squirrel flight. Look, she kind of got that squirrel flight going. I'll figure it out. Just give me a few. I'm gonna have to baldify her. Bald, bald, bald. Hey, detective. I am too. I like them. I'm thinking if I want to do like a special edition of like Needle and Violet, but I don't know yet. I don't know. Bald, bald. Kind of like it to have like a little bit of a flow, I think. Something like that. It's getting a little messy up in here, up in here. I think that looks okay. Maybe if I pushed it up a little bit. Squilfs and leaves combined. Yeah, I think that was the point when I first designed it. I couldn't tell you though. You'd have to take a time machine back to 2013. Fireheart and Princess I got here. I'll show the list again for people that are just stopping in. I'll get the list up. Squirrel and Leaf, Jay Lion Holly, Ivy and Dove, Greywing Clear Sky, Stormfur Feathertail, Brambleclaw Tawny Pelt, Alderheart Sparkpelt, Violet and Twig, Rusty and Princess, Brackenthorn Cinder and Bright, Shadowlight and Pounce, Tiger, Dawn and Flame. These aren't in any particular order, by the way. They're just in the order that I wrote them down in. Hawk Moth and Tadpole, Blue and Snow, possibly Tiny Ruby and Socks, Cricket and Oak. I don't think I put... Actually, let me put the Firestar Scourge on here. Crooked and Oak, Strikestone, Juniper Claw, Sleek Whisker, Moonpaw Morning Kit, Jackdaw's Cry, Falling Feather, Misty Foot, Stonefur, Moss Kit, Thunder and Lightning Tail, Pebbleheart Sparrow for Owl Eyes, Cinderheart, Poppy, Frost, Honey Fern, Thistleclaw, Rosetail, Sweet Paw, Willow Breeze, Greypool, Willow Pelt, Redtail, Spotted Leaf, Mudclaw, Torrent Ear, Night Pelt, Clawface, Tall Shadow, Moon Shadow, Fire and Scourge, and the Hawkmoth and Tadpole. The Brackenthorn, Cinder, and Bright is definitely like kind of a, for me, like I really want them, so I'm excited to try them out. Starling and Robin, we'll see if they actually have more of a sibling relationship in the coming books. If they have a more established relationship in what's the next book? Chasing Shadows or something? Then they might get unscratched. And then also if the Kickstarter really takes off and I need to do more tiers, then they also might get made. So I might make them into stickers at least. Okay, I'm messing up because I'm on the sketch layer, so let's go back down to the regular layer. They're related? Yeah. I could split them up and just do Bracken and Cinder. I don't have every single sibling on there. Just ones that I thought might be interesting to do. Hey, Diver. Anyone see that insane The Odd Ones Out video? I heard about it. I have not watched it. It's like 45 minutes and I just haven't had the time. I was in New York partying. Totally partying. I heard it's a little mean-spirited at times. Which doesn't really surprise me. People don't realize why we're here. And then they'll be like, LOL, look, these guys draw silly cats. And I'm like, well... I met a lot of good people drawing silly cats. So... what's it to ya? Eats my goldfish. Nutmeg and Princess, the only cats who have 5 kitten litters? I think so. Well, I've never seen a single one of his videos, so... I don't know. I kind of get a little bit of a secondhand cringe thinking about watching somebody that's not part of our community dissect our community, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I kind of would rather a video like that come out with somebody that, like, has ties to the community and really understands the lore. I participated in, like, an explanation of the Warrior Cats fandom that somebody did, like, a little documentary for their college, like, finals project. And that was done by Winterpelt, who was a member of the community, and I thought it was really cool, and it was animated and everything. I did interview. Did the Odd One Out person, did they get anybody to, like, from the fandom to get interview? Or was it just them talking the whole time? No? Yeah, I guess I don't really have any interest in watching someone dissect the Warrior Cats fandom with an outsider perspective. Why do I have her with ear tips? Wait, why did I sketch this with ear tufts? She's never had ear tufts. What am I doing? Yeah, I know. I have a couple. I think I have a friend that works for him. That's like a pretty prolific Warrior Cats artist, Forest Whisker. I think my name was mentioned to him a couple times. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I'm giving her ear tufts. Holly Tuff snuck in there. Yeah. Those are for Holly Tuff. Stop being greedy, Hollyleaf. Holly Tuff Sorrel Stripe Fern song. You know, I didn't do a Finleap Thrift Ear Bristle Frost, but I can add it to the list. I don't think I'd ever make it. I feel like I would make a Sunstar Feather Whisker before I did that. I'm gonna add it to the list, though. Bristle thrift, flip. Any specific thing? We are doing enamel pin designs today. So this is an enamel pin that I want to get made. It's the power of 3. It's going to be a series of pins that are like sibling relationships. And if you don't know what an enamel pin looks like, they look like this. They're like the metal outline with the enamel paint interior. So I'm just finalizing this design for it. Hopefully getting it in before my convention in May. I'm hoping to get some samples in before then. Yeah, also welcome in. I was in New York last week. I went to the Natural History Museum. If you don't know what that is the museum that I believe Night in the Museum, the first movie, is based off of that museum. It's a huge museum. It's gorgeous. It's definitely, I would recommend going. But she's just judging you for your warrior code misgressions, Anna. But they have an exhibit at the Natural History Museum that's a gems and minerals exhibit. So I whipped out my camera and I took a lot of nice reference pictures for my moonstone drawing. So hopefully those will give me some inspiration that'll kind of kickstart that illustration as well. Autism, ADHD, and OCD. True. The power of 3 diagnoses. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I have kind of modified... I modified Hollyleaf a little bit. I've been struggling with her overall structure for a while. Trying to think if there's any others that I'm kind of missing that could be like an interesting combo. I mean, people have asked for Ash and Fern. I feel like if I was gonna do Ash and Fern, I would do them like I feel like I'd have to add Cloud Kit in there and do like it as a kittens. More triangular. Yeah, that's like the main thing I want on her, is the triangle. Do I want that? No, I think I'm just gonna make her other ear just dark and act like it's... Yeah, they don't really interact much. So the only kind of scene that I think of them interacting as siblings in, it also involves Cloudtail or Cloudkit, and it'd be Cloudkit catching the shrew or the mouse, the vole. He catches a piece of prey outside of camp with them. So I feel like the pin would have to like encompass that scene, like Cloudkit with his shrew and like the other two like bouncing around him or something. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how well the Kickstarter does. I still have no idea how much I'm gonna have to charge either. Like, I have no idea how much these are gonna cost me to make, because they're pretty elaborate. I've never made enamel pins. I've always been a little nervous about the idea of designing them for some reason. They feel so much more official than anything else I've ever done. Okay, and then she has a very flowy tail, but it's only at the top that it's flowy. She kind of has Soul's build. I find that sort of interesting. That I just kind of naturally made them look very similar to each other. I think I'm just going to go like this. .3D printing stuff, it feels very official. Yeah, I mean, I think it's because I have to send these off to a corporation to like get proofs made and all this stuff. I don't feel like that with keychains though, so I don't know why. Maybe I did the first time. Maybe it'll wear off. Sometimes stuff like that will wear off, where like the first time you do it, it feels like very official, but the next couple times you do it is like, whatever. I don't know. Okay, and then I wanted this whole thing to be like metal. And then, what was I doing here? I don't know, but I'm gonna fix it because I don't like it. I think I see what I was trying to do right there. See, I don't like... I think I'm just gonna do something like that and then just kind of bring out his ear a little bit. I like this coming into the ear. Oh, Hollyleaf doesn't have eyebrows. My girl. I guess you only have one eyebrow. Your other one's kind of covered up, isn't it? I know. I don't know how to add it without it being like too complicated. The little ohoge that I got from my Danganronpa phase. I don't know. I might have gotten it from my Hetalia phase. It might be that old, honestly. What's my favorite anime? I don't know. I have quite a few favorites. I quite like Mob Psycho. I love JoJo. I love Evangelion. I like Oso. I like I've been really enjoying Full Metal Alchemist. I like Space Dandy. I forgot Hetalia existed. I'm sorry to remind you that it existed. I apologize profusely. I think I'm gonna make his mouth a little bit thicker. In a JJK. Okay, I don't know any of those acronyms. I haven't watched anime in a while. Smallest lines are at least 0.25 thick, and your exterior border is 1 point thick. For like vector? Right now, these aren't vectored yet. From a pin designer. Okay, okay. My smallest lines. Okay. So are you talking about in vector? Let me write that down. It's not pixels, it's points when it's vector. Pin guidelines. Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing. After I get all of the nice lines done, I was just gonna vectorize them while I watched a TV show. Plus, I might make this one a sticker, so... Doesn't bleed over into areas. Yeah, I'll have to see if this tail has to be simplified at all. I want them to be pretty big. Like, I want them to be maybe, like, at least 2 inches. I was thinking. Two inches seems small for a pin. Maybe 3 inches. I don't know. I'll see. The more inches it is, the more expensive it's going to be for you guys. Gulp. I know he's stepping on his tail. It's very large. Okay. I was gonna say like 2 inches, I think. If it's got 3 characters like this, I don't want your money. Ignore Agnolia, she lies. Orange cat behavior. Yeah, I'm just drawing them really big right now. I'm not exactly sure. And I haven't done Pantones, but I have another friend that's helping me Mystic. That does enamel pins all the time. It's Soupy, the person that did Tiny Warriors, so I'm sure that they will help me out. I'm using their manufacturer because they get like a referral bonus. Okay, let's see if I can limit the amount of colors. Without colors, Jay Feather's tail looks like a little worm. It does. He is very wormy. I almost feel like I want to try to like just make the interior of her ear that color. And then I was thinking of just doing like a green. Yeah, no, I really appreciate it, Mystic. I am a little nervous for doing pins, so I appreciate all the help I can get. Hollyleaf has green eyes. I feel like I want him to be like this color for now. For the pin at least. I feel like I'll color them more like their regular for the sticker. Is that all? She doesn't have any other markings on her, does she? No. Dude, Jay's Wing, why are you so freaking bold, dude? Jump scare. God, put that thing away. I just make, I don't know. I understand that a lot of people do make Jay Feather very twiggy. And I can't say that I mean, I like that iteration of him. But I've had round caterpillar, angry round boy Jay Feather for over a decade at this point, so I don't think he's going anywhere. Every color I add adds more money. I might be able to consolidate these colors, these 3 colors, into something a little bit less. Like if I darken them a bit. I know. I turned on an 8-hour Pokemon Mystery Dungeon playlist. Then the fill bucket? I don't like the fill bucket in Photoshop. I also use the gradient tool to fill in. Did you notice that? Longtime stream watchers might realize. That's the same color. God, Jay Feather, you just added like 50 million colors to this. Lionblaze, you're gonna add like 50 million colors to this too. I used a different brush. This one's more smooth and vectory than my normal brush. Yeah, I'm not using my normal brush. I downloaded like one that's more like the V pen or like the pen from Clip Studio Paint. Hey Moon. Yeah, it's not my normal one. Good eye. Good eye, mate. And had a Satisfactory song in the background, and now I'm back to playing Satisfactory. Oh, I don't have Satisfactory. I do play Factorio though, so I mad respect. Okay, so he's supposed to have amber eyes. I think I'm gonna have to change his eye color drastically. I don't know. I don't like the orange, so I think I'm gonna lighten it up a little. Are so green, yeah. They look weird. You can always have no eyes? How dare you? How do you commission me? I open them on Coffee. For Sunday. I don't like that color. Yeah, I think that's... you're right, Agnolian. I think that's why I went with, like, that kind of sickly green with, like, the really dark, rusty colors for his eyes. Part of me wants to make his eyes kind of the same color. So part of me is saying do this. I don't like that, though. I don't like that. I'm glad I tried it, though. Let me try this. Niall. Why do... Oh, yeah. It was a meme. Don't worry about this one. That's just a meme. That's what people said that the composition reminded them of. See, I don't like that because now his eyes look too, like, with Hollyleafs just being one, I almost feel like I should just keep them that light color, honestly. I'm kind of just vibing with just the light color. I think I want to make Hollyleafs a little bit of a lighter green, though. And I'm trying to decide... I feel like this is a lot of detail for his face. Or for his eyes. I almost feel like I should... I don't like that. Now he's like staring into the void. I'll have to see. When I start vectorizing them, we'll see. But I feel like there's too much going on in his face. We'll see, we'll see. Yeah, I was in New York City. Scroll and leaf next. Yeah, I think we will. What time is it? It's only 4:30. Might do a stand up and stretch. I don't like this right here. I think I need to... Like, this is too close to each other. I don't know about this. What did it look like when it was black? No, I do like it lighter. I don't know. I don't like it lighter on J... I don't like it this color on J Feather. It's the same color right now. We'll see, we'll see. I could also kind of modify this so that it's sort of the same. Sort of like this. If I did that, then I could make the J Feather one more that color that he always is. I mean, Hollyleaf is blending into the background, but it's gonna be a pin. So I gotta think about that. Hey, Pixie. Okay. I'm going to... What is this? Oh, gosh. I've got so much stuff. Okay. Delete, delete, delete. Power of 3. Clean. don't like that pink on her. I'm gonna have to, I'll adjust it, I'll adjust it. Lionblaze right now only has 3 colors, so he has 3. Hollyleaf has 3. No, Hollyleaf has 4 because her eyes are a different color. Jayfeather has 1 million. Jayfeather never plays nice. Okay, let's do squirrel and leaf. 1 pixel. Okay, so that's when I'm doing the vector. That was the example for people that didn't know what enamel pins were. I think I want a thicker outline around all of it. And I will be right back. I'm just gonna take a quick stand up and stretch break because I've been sitting for 2 hours. BRB. Okay, that's fine. I'll be right back. I'm back. All right. Opinions on how to start the Warrior Cat Design Challenge. I like doing it book by book. Appearance order is helpful because you can space out like major characters enough. There's a couple of books that are very difficult to get through when you do them appearance order. But it was the only... I've tried a lot of different ways to do the challenge, and appearance order chronological was the only way I completed it. So, FYI. Oh. Yeah. Okay, I'm going. Thank you. Yes. Wait, did I draw this picture? This new picture? Oh yeah, I did. I read a couple... I read at least another chapter of book 2, Niall. Video has made a deal with the devil, as one would say. Random order is also an option, for sure. I think alphabetical order is probably the hardest way to go about the challenge. Making a deal with the evil man, yeah. And like, radio has surprise news. I was like, what in the world? There were 2 transfer requests. Oh shoot. Okay, hold on. Yes. There's a canceled request. Is that also a thing? Wait, did I... Oh! Okay, yeah, I did draw that character. The acorns had no description. See, I feel like alphabetical, the A's are probably are relatively easy, but then you get to the B's and you realize I've made a horrible mistake. You're welcome. I don't know how to use social media, so thank you for telling me. The Sue-Suzanne for no description cats? Do most of the cats have Sue-Suzanne descriptions? Who is Sue-Suzanne? Why? This is like the 9th level of the iceberg. Who is Sue-Suzanne? Was she an editor? Or was she just some random person that hacked Vicky's account and is now able to have so much sway over Warrior Cat's continuity? Please, Photoshop, can you work like one day of your life? You were on break for... Photoshop. You were on break for literally a week and you don't want to work? I'm going to go insane. Yeah, you can use my list. I'm trying to get another proper list going. I'm trying to get a list. I guess if I made it into an Excel table, you could technically organize it however you want. Like you could say, hey, I want to organize it. I want to do the project by chronological order. I want to do the project by release order. I want to do the project by alphabetical order. I want to do it by cats with no description. I guess I could technically do that, and then you could organize it however you want. I feel like that wouldn't be too hard of a spreadsheet to make. But yeah, I don't care if anyone uses my stuff. Ever. Really. If I cared, I probably would text you. Okay. Family order would be interesting. I feel like would you draw them and all their early... So the thing I like about doing it in the order where you do it as you're reading the books is that for characters that have almost no personality and maybe like one line, you can draw them after that first line when they're still fresh in your memory. Like, I feel like for Stormclans Folly, it's very important for that, because a lot of the times when I was drawing Stormclans Folly cats, I was drawing them after they had their one moment in the book. So it's fresh in my mind. I'm like, I'm designing them specifically for this moment. You know? Hey, Nightmare. So when you're doing family order, I feel like, for me, I like to prioritize personality in the character design before I prioritize, like, family traits. So that's helpful for me. But if you're somebody that likes to prioritize family traits over, like, personality and stuff like that, then it is probably a good way. So I guess you should think about what you look at, what you're looking for in a design. Hey, Estrella. I know, she needs her hair, she needs her fluff. She's kind of bold. After having tooth pain for almost 2 weeks. Oh my gosh, you should probably do something about that. Tooth pain is nothing to joke at. That stuff is painful. I got rid of this one. I didn't know if it would render well. We'll see, we'll see. Okay. It's my wisdom teeth. You can't get them pulled out. That is not bueno. Doesn't accept my insurance. No. Maybe I do. Like, I do kind of want the hair tuft. It can kind of double as an eyebrow. Hey, Liana. So, I don't know. I don't think tooth pain goes away on its own, Yuna. I'm sorry. I hope you can get it sorted. Yeah, I don't care, Liana. Life's too short to worry about people stealing your designs. taking pain meds. Yeah, I mean, if your wisdom teeth are coming in, it's not going to go away. I would recommend you find somebody that will take your insurance. Because that's like debilitating pain. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't remember if you know if you live in America or not. So I'm not sure. For some reason, I feel like... do you live in Brazil, maybe? You live in USA. Okay. So... I feel like if you live in the United States, so you will definitely be able to find someone somewhere that takes your insurance. But you might have to search around a lot. Go to your, so you should go to your dental plan website and look up, you can look up providers that take your insurance on their website typically. From my experience. The other option you'd have is you can go to the health, well, open enrollment is not happening right now, so I don't know, but the healthcare.gov website has dental insurance as well. So you can't always, unless you're in like a special case period, but that's where since I'm self-employed, that's where I get my health insurance from, is the healthcare.gov website. And my dental is from there, and I was able to pick a dental plan that my dentist took and everything. So that's also very helpful. But yeah, wisdom teeth pain does not just go away. You can't, like, wait it out. It's probably gonna get worse if you keep waiting. No, I have a dental insurance. So I pay an X amount of money a month, and they cover, I don't know how much they'd cover for like oral surgeries. I was specifically looking at what they would cover for like just cavities in general. But it's like you have premiums, so you pay monthly. But dental insurance isn't that expensive. I think mine's like $17 a month. And it helped me a lot when I had 2 cavities last year. That would have cost me about $800 out of pocket if I didn't have insurance. But because I had insurance, I think it only cost me $250. So I was very glad for it. Yeah, a lot of family dentists and stuff will have that too. But if you're getting your wisdom teeth removed, you have to go to an oral surgeon. Usually your family dentist will not do wisdom teeth removal. Well, at least check your website, Una, and see what your options are. And if you're on, like, Medicaid, then you should have, like, a provider that you can actually talk to that's in your area that can help you as well. Okay, leaf pool. Okay, she does have a swirly. Hey, Chris. I do have a manufacturer, yeah. My friend, 2 of my friends recommended the same person, so I was gonna use them, possibly. I don't know their names, though. I haven't gotten the names yet. I just know that they are an option. I'm not sure if I'm going to get a quote from another manufacturer or not. I probably should. Has everyone applied for Warrior Cats Animated that wanted to apply? I think applications close in 3 days. FYI. I have not finished yet. You're cutting it close. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Yellow. Well, there's always next time if you don't make the docket. Not applying? How dare you? don't think I'm gonna have her other eyelash go out. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be impossible for an enamel pin to recreate. So yeah, for the background applications, we do recommend that you try to emulate the style. I will tell you that there's a lot of people that have applied for the background artist position and they have not given us a style test. Like, I would say the majority of people are applying without having the test. But if you do a test, I will love you forever. Yeah, it was a core part of the application. You're right, October. You'd be surprised by how many people just don't read. Media literacy is dead. It's been dead for quite a long time. Yeah, Nectar. We are open for applications right now. So I think the departments that are open are the style team, character design, the storyboarding team, the concept art team, the animation team, and the background team, I think, are the ones open. You applied yesterday? Yippee! Well, when they don't do a test, yes, it doesn't leave a very good first impression. No, it does not. Well, I mean, most of the people, I don't know. There's a lot of people that are older that apply to Warrior Cats Animated. A bit too late to apply. I mean, it's never too late. The only time that it would be too late is if they're closed. So February 9th would be too late. Just to see the assets. You must contribute. We do not accept lurkers. I'm just kidding. But yeah. You must be part of a team to be on the project. A section in my portfolio to emulate the art style. That is what I like to see. yeah, I was gonna do that as a painted. People who actually submit style tests for the background. You'd be surprised how many applications were for the background team / character design / style team and had no references, no explorations of the style at all. Like, I would say about 85% of them. It's probably like that. And that might be a generous number. Like, I might be lowballing that. Medical terminology homework. Well, good luck. That sounds tiring. We haven't spoken about shrimps today. I had shrimp fried rice over the weekend. A shrimp did indeed fry it. I saw it before my very eyes. Replicating styles is so fun. Yeah, I like replicating styles. I get bored if I draw in the same style over and over and over sometimes. I like to have like a little bit of variation. Apply just because I'd love to contribute. If I'd have the time for it. That's fair, that's fair. It is a fun project. I've met a lot of really great people working on it. I almost feel like I want to scooch this over a little. And practice different styles I like. It's just fun. There used to be like, back when DeviantArt was more popular, there was this like style meme thing where you would like take a character and you'd draw it in a bunch of different art styles. That was always really fun. Do I want her paw up like her sister? I guess I do. I think it helps you generally just break things down into like shapes and components a little bit easier as well, like doing those like practice in this style. How to replicate a style? I feel like you you study it to see like similarities in body types or like eyes or like shapes that are used, like what sort of characters are what are, I don't know. Sometimes my first go at a style, I will trace something and I'll think about what I'm tracing. Like, obviously, I'm just tracing it to try to learn the style, and then I'll try to sort of heavily reference it, and then I'll try to create my own thing that's like a similar vibe. You kind of discover like repeating patterns and stuff. I know when I was learning the Warrior Cats animated background style, I mean, I did, I don't know. Usually, I think the first thing I did when I got onto the style team for Warrior Cats Animated was I did one of those expression memes. Have you guys ever seen those where like you pick an expression, like somebody picks an expression for you and you draw your character in that expression? Well, I was doing that, but I just drew a bunch of like already established Warrior Cat animated designs to try to like help me loosen up and figure out the core principles. I don't know if these guys have to be as big as the Power of 3 one. I mean, I guess they kind of would be. Photoshop. Oh my gosh, Photoshop, why are you doing this? Ah! Photoshop really hates me today. I think it's like, why did you leave me for a whole week and not use me? And then I could paint, this one could be painted on. I almost wonder, I think I did that as the same color, yeah. And then this can be the same color. Okay, I did pick that. Okay, okay. And I actually, I guess I will keep that up there like that. And I'll make her eye color the same. Right there. Okay. And then that's all the same color. I don't know if I want... We'll see, we'll see. Adds another $1. Stop. Ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. I could probably make her eye color the same color as Squirrelflight's orange. That does look okay. We'll see, we'll see. Shrimbrella enamel pin. That's way too niche. Never, basically. This is squirrel, flight, and leaf pool. Don't forget our heart. Oh, frick, you're right. Thanks, Yuna. Drawing like me just takes practice. I promise I did not come out of the womb drawing like this. Okay. Babies. And then I'll just rock that as clean. And then clean J Lion Holly. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 colors. Ay. Oh well. Whatever, man. Life sucks. I'll see how much these cost. Yeah, I was thinking about that, like changing this cream to be this cream color. That is also a cut. We'll see. And then I could also cut the, I mean, we'll see how much. I'll figure it out. These guys are 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These guys are 10, so. Wayako, you need to apply for Weird Cats Animated, Wayako. I am calling you out. You better apply. I'm shaking my fist at you. You want to see the cream color? Give me a sec. Oh, Jesus. I mean, I could meld them together. So, like, here. What if I did this? I selected all of it, and then I kind of did something in between. You know? Just finished my yellow pen page. You better apply. Yeah, that looks good, actually. Yeah. That gets rid of one color. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think. Okay. I have to like match their colors to Pantones as well, by the way, so I don't even know if these colors will stick or not. Send my application tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. Hey, Moonlight. The 8th, I believe, is the last day it's open, right? The 8th. It's the 8th, okay. When is the 8th? It is Sunday. Okay, so you guys can work on the final bits of your applications on Sunday's commission stream. Oh, is it Super Bowl Sunday? And here I forgot my hat. Let me put up Doveling. Can't wait to have a bowl of super. Indeed. The Super Bowl is football. American football. It's like the finals. It's basically an unofficial American holiday that happens on Sunday every year. Wait, who are the teams playing? Super Bowl teams. Seattle and the New England. Oh, so it's West Coast, East Coast. Ho ho. I'll probably vote for the New Englands. I'm closer to the East Coast. No Steelers? Or what's the team that always goes to the Super Bowl? The Patriots or whatever? Yeah. I like the Cowboys. I guess. I don't know. I really don't care. I don't think my life will change drastically on whoever wins the Super Bowl this Sunday, so I will simply stream. Is the Patriots the one that always wins? Which is the team that's like won 1,000,000 Super Bowls? You think I will win? Y'all ever watch the Kitten Bowl? Meet me at the Kitten Bowl. Yeah, the Puppy Bowl. with food on their faces. I don't think I've ever been to a party that was to like watch the football game. Ever. Our family didn't really do sports. We did football, or we did basketball a little bit. Anyone but the Patriots. I see. I see. The Patriots must be the ones that always win. Photoshop. Work with me, buddy. I believe in you. Adobe, I'm going to murder you in Minecraft. Adobe! Who's going to be playing at Hive Time? We should probably know by now, right? Super Bowl halftime show. It is Bad Bunny. Never heard of him. Wait. Was the Super Bowl last weekend or this weekend? Which song is the one that the 6-7 is from? Is it a Bad Bunny? That probably was like the most boomer sentence I just asked you guys. I'm super sorry. It's a girl? Six, 7 is from a song, right? I'm not tweaking. Okay, guys, I'm gonna litter my Google. What song is 6-7 from? Doot Doot by Skrilla. Not to be confused with the phrase 6 foot, 7 foot from the Little Wayne song. I'm learning. I'm learning. Bad Bunny is a new rapper. They had a rapper last year, right? I don't know. I haven't watched the Super Bowl in a million years. They had Red Hot Chili Peppers once. That was fun. Kendrick Lamar. Yes, that sounds about right. Isn't Taylor Swift date somebody on the Patriots or whatever? Why can't she do the Super Bowl show? Rub it in everyone's faces. My TV doesn't have cable either. Adele. Kendrick was amazing last year. The Tay-Tay. Honestly, I feel like just picking Dove and Ivy's colors might make this a cheaper option than just pushing them blue, and we'll see, we'll see. Not the Patriots. I watch... I don't really watch football, but if I did watch football, I'd watch college football, and I watch OSU because that is my alma mater. I like watching baseball. Yeah, 3 toes. She's too small for 4 toes. She's been Warrior Cat animated-ified. I used to draw cats with 3 toes when I drew exclusively in Flash. No whiskers, no eye shines, and only 3 toes. Yeah, we're discount. Freaking discount Nifty-Senpai stream. What is this? I also draw cats with 4 toes. That is Ivy Pool's heart. Gosh darn it. I hate when a cat has name after it. I have to type in their old name. There's 67 people, now 68. It's telling me that we have 69, which is pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. Why do I draw? That was a crazy ask, Yuna. For context, one time on the warriorsproject.tumblr.com, I got an ask that says, why do you draw whiskers on cats? No one else draws them. Do you do it just to feel special? Do you just do it because no one else is doing it? That was the ask. And I think I actually think I publicized my response to that one. Most of the time when people ask me things on Warriors Project, I like answer privately. But I'm pretty sure I responded to that one, and I responded with, because cats have whiskers. because that's the only reason I draw them with whiskers. Because they have them. And they're fun to draw. But I will never forget the one post. I deleted it off of the Warriors Project blog because the other thing I do on the blog is before I had the archive blog, I would just delete asks after like a couple of days. And I got this one ask once on the warriorsproject.tumblr.com, which if you don't know is a blog dedicated to drawing every single warrior cat. It doesn't post anything else other than warrior cats. Never has. It's a 10-year-old blog. I got an ask that says, can you please tag all your posts with warrior cats? I don't want to see them on my dashboard. And I believe my response was showing them where the block button was, so that they could block the whole blog, because they clearly weren't going to be interested in anything that was going to be on the blog, so I thought that would be the most helpful. But apparently that ask still lives in like the reaches of Tumblr. It has its own life. It has a wife and kids. Makes the rounds every once in a while. Did the cats have whiskers? They were like, hey, can you please tag your posts with warrior cats? I don't want to see them on my dashboard. Like, dude, just block the blog. I promise I won't take any offense. It was pretty funny. I don't think she needs eyeliner. Sorry, girl, no slaying for you. Oh, where'd my music go? Thank you. Can you stop drawing cats? It's ruining my algorithm. Yeah. My bad, fam. I'll get on that. Hey, Sam, welcome back in. Somebody was trying to explain to me what they were probably suggesting. They're like, oh, well, people probably reblog your stuff and they don't want to see it or something. And I'm just like, me tagging warrior cats on every single one of... I had like thousands of posts at this point. Me tagging the warrior cats on the base blog is not going to stop people from reblogging and you seeing it. Dude, just block the blog. You're interacting with them. Yeah, I get silly asks a lot. I don't publicize like 99% of them. Oh god, not this song. There we go. I don't know. What was the silly one I got earlier? You guys do silly ones. I know it's when somebody, you guys do send me silly asks, like my stream goers. It's funny. I do appreciate those. I have returned with so-called milk. Welcome back in. What time is it? 6? No, in 5:40. Okay, why don't we, like, chill for a while on that spam. I'm giving you a warning. Big ears. They're not banned. They have 5 minutes to sit and think about their actions. Okay. Valentine's Day. I don't celebrate Valentine's Day and never have, never will. The thing with Valentine's Day is I don't even really buy chocolate for myself on Valentine's Day because I'm still going through my Christmas chocolate. So I don't need more chocolate. I got an ample supply of it. So Valentine's Day just feels pointless. Although I do admit it was probably my favorite holiday in elementary school because we got to do these like Valentine boxes where you would design your own box and you put it on your table and then everyone would go around and like put Valentine's Day cards in your box. It was really cool and I liked designing it. So in elementary school I really liked Valentine's Day. Extra I love you? I don't know. If it's an excuse to spend the day with your loved ones, then I don't see any harm in it. My brother's Valentine's. We had a best box contest. Ooh. Like, my favorite part wasn't even getting the Valentine's Day cards. I just liked making the box. I think I made, like, a Pikachu one once, and then I made a Hamtaro one. Probably made a couple Pokemon ones. I think I did, like, a Moon one once. Like, it was, like, on the moon. That was fun. I don't know. I like holidays where it's an excuse to give your friends / loved ones presents. I approve of those holidays. Just spreading the vibes. I just don't usually do anything for Valentine's Day, personally. I think I want the claws to be like the metal so that they shine. Then draw every one of my classmates and my teacher and put it in an envelope and put it inside the box with chocolate? Wait. Make my box inside the box. I remember for Valentine's Day, you would do Valentine's for everyone in the class. Like, you would have a card for everyone. You just go around and put stuff in the box. You didn't pick some, like, you just had enough cards for everybody. What's the timeout box like? I don't think I think you can still watch the stream, you just can't type in the chat. I wonder if you can still send, like, the little reactions, like, on the corner of this chat. You might be able to. Oh, look who's back. Hello, Kiara. Please don't spam. Valentines weren't all that interesting. Most of the classmates just handed out everyone's store-bought candies. Yeah. How many designs will there be? I don't know yet. I'm starting with 3. And I have a document that has 40 ideas. Some are more interesting than others. I'm gonna kickstart them, so I guess it just depends on how much money the Kickstarter makes. Am I gonna draw Scourge? I have an idea for Scourge and Firestar, and then I had an idea for Tiny, Ruby, and Socks. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do all 40. I'm just saying, like, that is the ones I have right now. I'm almost positive I probably will not do all 40. Some of them are already crossed out. You can try refreshing, Kiara. Yeah, I want to do Scourge and Fire, and I'm doing a Rusty and Princess one. I have the Tiny Scourge and Ruby one crossed out. I'm kind of thinking of making the Scourge and Firestar one, like, you spend this much money on the Kickstarter, and you get the Scourge and Firestar one for free. They're technically half siblings. Snowfur and Bluefur, they are on the list. Yes, they are. Tomorrow, I'm working on my Zine piece. Saturday is Warrior Cat Animated Day, and then Sunday is Commission Day. So I don't know if I'll be working on this on tomorrow, on Friday. Depends on how far I get into my Zine piece. For the Zine I'm in. They're your fave siblings? I don't know what I'm gonna do with them yet. But their pin should be really cute. Do I watch other books? Or do I read other books? I'm reading Guardians of Ga'Hoole right now, and I've read Wings of Fire. When I was younger, I read, like, Tale of Despero and Miss Mantle Chronicles. And, like, the Freddy series, which was about a hamster. Do I want this? I guess I do. Okay, so I have some choices here. I have the option to really... let me make her eyebrows a little bigger first. I have the option to really simplify the colors down on these guys. Give me a sec. Let me open up the Omen of the Stars. I know, Nectar. That's why I specified that it was a... The first book was called I, Freddy, and it was about a hamster and his escapades. There was like 4 books or something. I have Hawk, Moth, and Tadpole. And I have Brambleclaw and Tawny Pelt. But, yeah, I feel like the Hawkfrost Brambleclaw would be a pretty good idea. As, like, another, like, half-brother option. Darktail and One Star are not siblings. Darktail is One Star's son. Darktail is not going to be part of the series. He is, I mean, he doesn't have any siblings that are important. I mean, I don't want to do Heathertail and Darktail because they literally don't ever talk. Okay. What would happen if I did this? What color are Dove Wings? Okay. Do I like that? If I make the dark on both of them, like, about the same. I'm not dead yet. Well, actually, I think I wanted... No, I like it with the pink. There is already an Ivy Star. Okay. Oh goodness, okay. It's doing the thing again. That's fine. And it does, oh my gosh. I think if I got rid of, I could modify these a little bit more. I think you'd be surprised. I think Ivy Star is much more likely than you think it is. Personally. See, I think I liked them when they were just separate colors. Like, I think I liked them when I was pushing the greens and blues into them better, even if it makes it a little bit more expensive. Oh my god, Photoshop. One of them is Twig and Violet, Anna, and one of them is Grey Wing and Clear Sky. I feel like I might make Hollyleaf size bigger. And I think I want to squish Jay Feather's eyes together a little bit more. Yeah. I like Lionblaze. He looks good. But I'm still feeling a little off about Jay Feather's face. And Hollyleaf's eyes. I think. What do you mean artificial? I don't understand. Just because it's one color? mean, it's just green. Yeah, I think I'm done for today. It's not that green. Okay. Top left is twig and violet, yeah. I just haven't sketched. I was just doodling a pose for them. I'm done streaming for now. No, I'm gonna look at these tomorrow. I'm gonna look at them tomorrow and do some edits, probably. What's the song playing right now? Oh. We are listening to a Gates to Infinity song. I believe it's... It could be Unlimited Dungeon 3 or Illusory Ragged Mountain. It's a Gates to Infinity song. Unlimited Dungeon 2, it looks like, is what we're listening to. But it's part of the Gates to Infinity Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Let me open up 2 slots on coffee. Alright. So these are slots for Sunday's stream. Sunday's stream will be commissions. I'll be doing a commission stream. And then on Tuesday, I'm not sure what we'll be working on. We might still work on some enamel pin designs. I've been enjoying designing these actually quite a bit. So we might do that again. I haven't decided about the moonstone yet. I haven't opened it since I came back. So let's open it and see. Oh, actually, I kind of like what I've got here. Interesting. Okay. But yeah, that's it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see some of you guys on Sunday. I'll see some of you guys on Tuesday. And then I'll see some of you guys whenever I see you. I'm gonna go eat some dinner. And I think you guys should too, because I am starving. I will see you guys later. Bye.